Ready? Okay, so why is your Ziploc baggie so important if this is air dry clay? What do you think is going to happen? Avery?
You don't put it in the baggie, it will dry.
Yeah, it's kind of like clay, right? If you left your clay uncovered, you didn't put it in the plastic, it would become bone dry. Okay, the same is true. So this I did not put in a baggie and it just hardened. So now it's hard. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so what you're going to do is I got white Model Magic for everybody. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take their scratch paper at your seat. You're going to kind of portion out and decide what you want for your shoes and kind of take that Model Magic. These two globs are going to be my shoes. I'm just going to take that and put it in here or maybe stick it in your baggie for right now. And then this is going to become my hands and my face. I want to dye these all the same skin color together. What do you think would happen is if I dyed them separately? Yeah, how hard would it be to get that same skin color back again, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm just taking marker and I'm just coloring on the Model Magic. Say that again, Sam.
You're going to have yellow and orange.
What is the majority of the color? And now I'm going to just flip it over so I have more surface area. And this is really important that I have the paper here because if you pull it up, you can see how it makes a mark on the paper. Okay. What is the majority of the color that I'm mixing with my orange and yellow though?
Oh, yeah.
White. White. So for you to get black shoes, like I wanted to get black or dark brown shoes, do you think that's going to be really hard to do?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Yes.
Yeah, because you're mixing with a solid clump of white. So you're always going to be kind of getting a gray color. So if you want like a deep black, I suggest we can let it dry out and you can paint it with watercolor when we're done or paint it with tempera paint when we're done. Okay, because otherwise you're going to be spending a lot of time mixing and coloring and mixing and then you're going to get frustrated because you're going to keep getting kind of a gray color. Okay, this is the really fun part.
Squish it?
Yeah, to now mix this, you just pull it apart and you just kind of mix it together.
You can't see it.
Oops, I apologize.
Still kind of looks really white.
Yeah, it's still kind of where it looks really white, right? Why do you think it still kind of looks really white?
Because you didn't get like the inside.
Yeah, you didn't get the inside. You only got the surface area. Here's some math terms, right? You only got the surface area on the outside of both sides. So it's a good idea to flatten this out as much as you want, as much as you can. And then I'm just going to mix some more. So I'm just going to do this some more until I get the skin color that I want. Okay, you can add some more if you want to add brown or you want to add some more orange or yellow. It's kind of up to you. Okay, again, make sure you have paper down. If you don't have paper down, it's going to leave that marker right on the tables, and then you're going to be staying after class to scrub down your tables that you left your marker on. Okay. Now, again, the really, really cool part. Mix this up. You can even create like some swirled designs too, just for this. You can kind of see it as I'm mixing it, how it's kind of swirling.
Is it like actual clay? Does it feel like the other clay?
No, it's cleaner. It feels cleaner than Play-Doh too. It kind of feels like, no, it doesn't stick to my hand. It kind of, you guys will all get to feel it tomorrow. So you'll get to feel what it feels like tomorrow, and then you can tell me what you think it feels like. It kind of feels like styrofoam that's like moldable, I guess. I don't know. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that sheet that's at that table and kind of portion out maybe a chunk or part of my head. Okay, this is going to be for my hands, so I want some of this Model Magic for my hands, so I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to portion the rest of this out for the head. The head, you're going to use the full popsicle stick and string. This is an example. You can see this guy is not hanging very straight. See how that's not hanging very straight? So when you put the string in, let me just show you this. Just going to put the string in, you kind of open it up and flatten out the head. You just close up that head, and it's right inside the main part of the head. Okay, this is going to be the back of the head because my other side will be smoother. And then I can take this string and see, I can see kind of how it folds. I can kind of pull it to where I feel like the middle is, or pull it to where I feel like it will hang straight. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's hanging straight. Okay, if you need extra model magic too, a good spot to take it from is the back of the head, because you'll be covering the back of the head with hair. So you can always pull if you want some extra model magic on your face or on another part. Okay. Now we're going to shape the face. I want you just to kind of pay attention up here. I'd probably do this part last. You'll get a feel of how to use model magic.
Can you put it up further?
Like that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There you go. Thanks, Sam. Yep. Okay. So on your face, if you notice you have like your nose kind of, it comes down and your nose is sticking out and your eyes are recessed in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is one of my favorite tools for this, for shaping the face, is just a mechanical pencil minus the lead. So I just took the lead and pushed it down. You don't need the lead. Okay, I want you to watch up here really carefully. The number one question I get asked is, Ms. Meyer, how do I make a face? Okay. Okay, so this is how to make a face. You're going to take your mechanical pencil, and I just simply kind of push down, just like you guys did with your hand. You took your hand and you made that part on your crease. You're going to just simply push down. Okay, so I'm just kind of shaping that. This is kind of the beginning of my nose.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then you can thin this out. It doesn't have to be. You can change this. And this is the nice part. It just kind of moves really
Looks like
nicely.
a grumpy old man.
Yeah, a lot of you will get grumpy old men first. That's like the easiest thing to create. Especially since Model Magic has these wrinkles in here. And some of these wrinkles are kind of hard to get out. Okay, so there's my nose. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to just kind of form my lips. And this is where Model Magic really becomes magical. So I can form my lips.
Got a duck face.
Yep, I can kind of flatten these down a little. I don't want them pushed out so much. Okay, and then I can take, from the back of my head, I just took a little bit of Model Magic off, and I'm just going to make some eyeballs. Here.
He's a little
Emily. You're making fun of my guy here. So you can flatten these lips down if you feel like they're pushing out. Emily's making fun of my lips. You can even make the lips out of like red. You could take a little bit of Model Magic and dye it like pink and form it out of the pink. Okay, here are my lips. Here are my eyes. I can take a little bit and actually like lay over.
He should have like a unibrow.
Would not be that guy's friend.
Would eyebrows? Would you have to have eyebrows in? Like,
What?
Did you have to have eyebrows on your face?
If you thought about your rubric, what did your rubric have?
Yes, I have all the facial.
Okay, so that's kind of 7th graders, just kind of the basic structure of your face. Okay, you can kind of poke holes or do some more details if you want for the nose or thin this out. You can kind of move things around pretty easily, like you see me working on it. It moves around pretty easily. And if you want to try this again, you can just smush it and try it again. You want to make sure though the more moist it is, so the less it's out and exposed to air, the easier it will be to work with. So when I give you your Model Magic, the first thing you do as you're working with it, that's the easy, or it molds easier. As it starts to kind of dry out, it'll be harder to move and mold. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the hands. You're going to use half sticks for the hands. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take, this was the glob that I had dyed, so I'm going to take this and just divide this into 2. And I'm going to just kind of flatten this out. I'm going to wrap this stick in it. I'm kind of just make like a boxing glove almost. Okay, your object, you have to have, your marionette has to be holding something that's related to its career. So I've made this ahead of time. I'm just going to use this. This was mine was an art teacher. Oh. Yeah, best career ever. Yeah. Okay, and then watch this. Then I'm going to take my boxing glove and just kind of flatten it out. And then I'm going to just take a scissors and slice and dice some fingers. Yeah, just like that. I'm going to take that finger down and make that a thumb. And then I would make the object you'd want your marionette to be holding ahead of time and have that ready to go, because if you stick Model Magic to other pieces of Model Magic, it's not like clay where you have to slip and score. They just stick together. So there I go. Now my marionette's holding my artist palette.
He is good. You're
Yep, and that's how you make a hand. For our shoe, we're going to use purple, so I'll just kind of show you again how this works with the marker. You can use any colors you want, so if you want more blue or more yellow or other colors, you can try out other colors. Again, I'm just going to mix it together. What color am I mixing with the purple again?
White.
White. So what color do you think I'm going to get here in the end? Right, like a lavender, a light purple. Yep. Yeah, it does kind of come off. You notice on my fingers, you just wash it off. It's all washable marker. So, yep, Emma.
Does the Model Magic, does it like ruin the marker? Or does it
I don't know. I haven't noticed it in the years that we've been working with it. That's a good question, though. No, it doesn't really. It just like that. It just goes on there. Okay, here's my shoe, folks. Okay, I'm going to just take my popsicle stick again, and I'm just going to kind of like absorb it in there, into my shoe, and then I'm just going to start kind of molding it. Okay?
Don't you need to split that into two shoes?
I could split this into two shoes, yeah. Actually, Ashley just brought up a good point. I have this other chunk of Model Magic that I haven't dyed. And so I probably should have dyed these together, otherwise I'm going to get two different colors of purple shoes, right? So I'm just going to take this real quick and mix this together.
It really
so
sticks.
now here is all of my Model Magic dyed. So I'm going to split this into two chunks, one for one shoe and one for the other. So yeah, make sure you have your color dyed for both sets of shoes before you continue. Again, take my popsicle stick, wrap this up. Okay, and now you can start becoming a shoe designer, and you get to design your shoes any kind of way you want. Yeah, I've had students make really cool Nikes. Okay, you can shape, you can form a high heel if you want. You can form like just normal kicks. You can just decide how you'd shape it. These I molded to be like heels. Like that. You could do the same thing with these. Okay. One thing I want to point out is you take colored Model Magic and you put it next to like your skin color. If you put these next to each other in the baggie and they touch, the colors will bleed together. So make sure you don't put the colors next to each other. I'll have saran wrap to kind of help with that. The other thing is that if you draw on the Model Magic after it's dried or close to dried, see how it bleeds here as well. Okay, just things I wanted to point out. All right.